Good day, Professor Catrino. I'm here to talk about self-concept. Now, self-concept can most easily be connected through its four sources to self-awareness, which also has four different parts. So let's start by talking about what self-concept is. Now, defined by Joseph DeVito, the author of the textbook we use in class, he said self-concept is your image, who you are. It's how you perceive yourself. Your feelings about your strengths and weaknesses, your abilities and limitations. Now, self-concept can be divided into four different sources of where you develop your own self-concept. It's through self-interpretation, which are how you see your own behaviors, what you think of yourself. You then take into account others' images. These are how people see you, how they feel about your actions, and the way you communicate and treat people. Next, we have social comparisons, which are, I believe, another form of self-interpretation. And social comparisons are when you develop a comparison to your peers of other people, how others are doing compared to yourself. Now, cultural teachings are what is valued where you're from, what people think, and what should be the norm and what they think about it. Now, you use all four of these sources to form your own self-concept. But I think these sources are significantly altered by your self-awareness. Now, your self-awareness involves your different selves, if you will. You have your open self, which are things you're willing to self-disclose to people. You have your hidden self, which are things you know but do not disclose to other people. You have your blind self, which are things people see about you but you do not know. And then you have your unknown self, which are not only things you do not know, but also things that people who see and interact with you do not know. Now, self-awareness connects to self-concept because each component of self-awareness changes the components of self-concept. For example, with your open self, if you have a large open self, so you're willing to self-disclose a lot of things, this will lead to more self-interpretation. This means there are less things in your hidden self, and so you're willing to talk about them, and you understand and are aware that they're happening. Then when it comes to your blind self, which are things others see but you do not, these lead to others' images because they will have a better concept, or there will be more judgments basically made on how you act and what you do. So self-concept is not only the four sources we receive it, but your own self-awareness and self-disclosure, the things you tell people, how you interact. And so fundamentally, how you feel about yourself has a lot to do with how you communicate with other people and what they know about you. Thank you.